Mayor Bill Morrow is asking for a staff report at City Hall tonight to explain the sinking of the James Whalen tugboat. The historic city-owned vessel became submerged on Sunday after a heavy rainfall. The Whalen narrowly missed a similar fate last spring, but measures taken after that close call didn't prevent it from sinking further this time. Lee Noonan has more.
Local residents of all ages have been coming out to see the James Whalen submersed. After last year's near sinking, the mayor wasn't the only person wondering how this happened again. Corey Halverson, the city's manager of parks and open spaces, explains that the pump that was installed last year to clear water from the boat had to be removed to avoid freezing over the winter and had yet to be reinstalled, as the last time they'd checked, it was still too cold. And there was no indication of a problem as recently as last Friday.
Oh, in hindsight, yes, I can always think of many things that you could have done. So obviously this is not the result we wanted. We put a lot of time and thought and effort into this last year to avoid this very thing happening. But it turned out it was just a matter of a few days, and the weather change that we experienced, going from freezing and snow to rain.
Person says they are hoping to have the tug raised as soon as possible and will have a timeline once proposals have come in, but adds he's not worried about the boat sustaining more damage, as anything that might have been vulnerable to water damage had either been removed or was already scheduled for restoration following last year's events. Charlie Brown, president of the Lakehead Transportation Museum Society, says he still hopes the museum will be able to acquire the James Whalen to add to its collection of transportation artifacts.
She's no longer a tug, it seems. She's started to turn into a submarine for a while. The one thing about all of these artifacts is they do have to be maintained. We're down on our property every single day of the year. We make sure that things are kept up and maintained, and I guess this one slipped through, and this is where we are today, which is really unfortunate.
All indications are that the James Whalen is salvageable, although a full assessment of damages won't be possible until it's been lifted from the water. There are no concerns at the moment about environmental damage or of the ship slipping into the channel. More updates will be coming from the city as the situation progresses. Lee Noonan, TBT News.